Hi there, Axel. So we've got some more essays. Let's see what you did today. Okay, illegal to reject based on age negative. Okay. The issue of whether national authorities should penalize companies that discriminate job applicants because of their age has been debatable over the last years. Some believe that this governmental regulation guarantees equality of opportunities and boosts as here. Yes. Personally, here you need to have something strongly. This essay will discuss argument in the UK government and Oxford University to demonstrate points. Okay? Nice. First of all, there is ample evidence in favor of enforcing the responsibility of private companies to avoid inequality in the hiring process. The central reason is that all the potential employees, no matter have the human right to work without being disregarded. For example, recent empirical research demonstrated that over 75% of the industries do not respect this principle. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that the need for surveillance from national authorities. No. Okay, I get what happened. So it should be. It is conclusively clear that there is a need for surveillance from national authorities in order to punish non-compliant corporations. Okay, I understand where you went with this. Fine. Okay. Secondly, although there is a case for related capacities, the favorable economic impact of including all the job candidates cannot be overstated. This is primarily because a large workforce contributes to improving the national economy by proportionally increasing the movement of money. To illustrate this, an extensive study by Oxford University showed that after implementing a policy of sectors, the average income dramatically shot up by 2%. I don't understand this, but okay. I mean, it works. It is possible to set up a regulation, singular, assists in optimizing the economy. Okay, like I said, I didn't really understand. All right, sure. To conclude with the evidence and examples given, I firmly believe that more similar laws are required because of the association with multiple. Fine, okay. It is predicted this trend will increasingly grow in importance. Okay, it's lovely. Now, I see your little sad face. Let's see. Yeah, you probably went into too much detail judging from just the look of this. And and that's a problem that a lot of people run into, Axel, because there are basically 36 pieces of information here. However, no one expects you to discuss all of them. In fact, you absolutely shouldn't. Just some key things about it. Here is where you want to use things like ranges. So, for example, the smallest range is shown with England. So basically, throughout the entire year, it was anywhere between 75 ml and 100 and let's say 25 ml. So then the other thing you could say is that it basically had 3 peaks. One in July, one in September, and then one in December. Okay, and there's really not a whole lot to say. For the other areas, there was much more variability. Okay? With the lowest rainfall being shown in Scotland, but also Scotland had some of the highest rainfall as well, didn't it, in March and October? Okay, so you're not going to talk about all 36. Let's see what you did. Okay, I've gone into quite a bit of detail about how I would approach it, so let's see what actually you did. It's not a line chart, it's called a line graph. Okay? So, or, you know what you could also do, which is really nice and it's a catch-all, is just the diagram. And then you can just use the diagram for anything. Alright, so the line graph provides information about the monthly rainfall in 3 countries of the United Kingdom over a year. Firstly, England started the year at around, whoa, what is this number here? Really? No, you didn't need to do that. It's just England is 100 and maybe 10, maybe? Yeah, 110 ml, so you didn't need all these zeros. Afterwards, the rain volume gradually decreased, reaching in June its lowest point at 75. Okay, again, you didn't need these zeros. And then in July, the rainfall dramatically increased by approximately 100. So what are you saying, that it went up to 175? Did it? No. When you say, where are we? So maybe you mean that it increased to 100. Let's see if that's the case. England, July. I don't know what you're trying to say here. Dramatically increased. All right, I'm a little confused because I don't know what you mean here. When we say it increased by 100, it means that whatever the previous number was, we had 100 added to it. If you say it increased to 100, it means that it reached 100, that that's what the figure was, okay? So I don't see how either one of these is accurate. I'll look at it one more time. We're talking about England. We're talking about July. England is the blue. No, it looks like around 125 to me, so I don't know why we're talking about this. Okay, anyway, after July, there was a fluctuation in rainfall from 125 ml to nearly 100 ml. However, it is expected that at the end of the year, the volume will rise steadily to 125. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you needed to say all of this. You could have, like I said, you could have shortened it just by saying that its lowest point was here and where it was. I think you said that 75, and then the highest point was around here, which is around 125. And throughout the year, it was in that range, okay? You could say that it had those 3 peaks, and that's pretty much it. So I think you kind of went into too much unnecessary detail. All right, let's move on. Secondly, in the case of Scotland, January's rainfall was slightly superior to that of England. Okay, but the figure plummeted to 10 ml. It did? Yes, okay. In the following month. Despite the slump, in the next month, Scotland's rainfall overtook the volume registered in England by almost 50 ml. Subsequently, after falling drastically a second time in April to 40, it went up gradually until October, where the volume reached its highest point with 125, whereas England only had 90. Why are we talking about England, Dan? You already dealt with England. Okay? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make comparisons, but I don't know if I necessarily need this. Whales is without the H. This whale is the mammal that lives in the sea. This is not what you want, so you want it without the H. Okay, Scotland will finish the year with just above 100 ml. Okay, so again, little too much detail. What do you do here? Wait, where are we? There we go. So we're talking about Scotland. The low point here, in fact, you could have mentioned that it was the lowest figure in the entire graph. You can mention that it had 2 peaks, one in March, one in October. And then for the rest of the year, it was pretty much anywhere between 50 and, let's say, 110. All right, with a variety of ups and downs throughout the year. Okay, and then you don't have to go into everything that you went into. All right, and finally, Wales was the country with the lowest amount of rainwater at the beginning of the year, in stark contrast to the others. After a discrete increment in February, it further dropped to 20 in April, which was a similar quantity registered. No, which was similar to the quantity registered in Scotland. In the following 3 months, the rainfall experienced 2, we don't call them crests, we call them peaks, at around 100 and 125 respectively, with a valley in the middle of 50. The second semester was characterized by a plateau at 50 from August to October. However, in November, it soared to 100, but in December decreased again. Too much detail, okay? Think just about how many months you mentioned here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I mean, I don't know if you need to mention all of that here. Overall, we can observe that dramatic changes occurred monthly in each country. However, England had the most stable volume of rainfall over the year. Good. Excellent. On the contrary, Wales and Scotland had more periods of low rainfall, with Wales being the lowest in general. All right. That's nice. So there's some good elements here, but I think you just, you felt the need to talk about all of these things. Remember, this is where ranges will really come in handy. So if you could say that, you know, apart from this like low point and this high point, you know, the rest of the figures for the year were around here. Okay, and just talk about a range, all right, whatever that range is. I think this will really help you. Okay, Axel, so let's see. Do you have more essays with us? I thought you did. Let's see. Yes, it looks like you do. So go ahead and get to those. I'm looking forward to seeing what you write next. Okay? Correct these, obviously. Don't forget to add to your error correction list. And all right, I'll be waiting to see your next essays. Good luck.